Red Wing goals. Another Clint Jones scored one for Yorkton. Second period now, and watch number 4 come into your picture. That's Nigel Warenka, and he gets the goal that would go into the books as the game winner. Big game for Blair Wager. He'd popped 3. Here's his first. It comes late in the second and gives the Terriers a 5-2 lead. Early third period now, and here's Wager again. Short-handed effort that makes it 6-2. Stacy Prevost with another short-handed goal. 9-2 at this point. And this one by Tim Slakinski would finish things. The Terriers win their 3rd straight, beating the Red Wings 10-2.
I think we really came out ready to play right from the start. We came out pretty slow the first time they were here in town, and we came out ready and got on them quick. Our forecheck worked really well, and everybody played good tonight.
You've got a week off now before you play your next game. You're going on that northern road swing up to Nipawin, Flin Flon, and Melfort. What do you do for the next 7 days? Does the coach give you some time off, or is it practice, practice, practice?
He's going to give us tomorrow off. Guys are going to sit back, maybe relax a little bit, go out and have a little fun tonight. We can't let loose, you know. We got to come back and be ready when we make that northern swing. So it's going to be a hard week of practice, and hopefully we'll go up there and do well.
What about that northern road swing? 3 games and 3 nights. Is it a tough one?
Yeah, it is a tough one. And you know, the bus legs and that. You spend a lot of time in the bus. You gotta wake up and get going in that. You know, you just can't come out flat, and you're gonna get killed in the first period. And all those teams up there are tough this year, and you can't take any of them easy.
Finally, 3 straight wins for the hockey team now. You've been honored as the SJHL's Defenseman of the Week. I guess everything is just coming up rosy.
Well, let's hope it stays that way. It'd be nice if it keeps going like that. You know, you're going to have your ups and downs, and things are going well so far, so let's hope they keep going that way.
Once again, tonight's final, the Yorkton Terriers 10, the Weyburn Red Wings 2. The Terriers now off for a week. They won't play again until next Friday when they begin a 3-game northern road swing. Their next home game won't be until November 18th when they host the Notre Dame Hounds. For the Terriers tonight, from the Parkland Agriplex, I'm Jay Boyd.
Notre Dame Hounds 6-2. A night of stars and the Stanley Cup on hand for fans to take a look at. Also in attendance, Dolly Parton, Roy Orbison, Elvis, and Cher doing her little thing. But on to the game. First 4 goals were scored with specialty teams. The nice little dish by Nigel Warenka to Jamie Dunn. The nice little move on John Bracco. And the Terriers are out in front 1-0. A short-handed goal for Dunn. The Hounds tied up on the power play. 10:30 left in the period. Jason Krug, the nice little pass to Matt Cooney. He beats Dutil on the stick side. And the game's all tied up at 1-1. Then as the Terriers turn on the power play, Tim Slakinski in all alone on the breakaway. The nice little move to the forehand. His 14th goal of the year from Blair Wager and Michael Cook. And the Terriers are out in front 2-1. The Terriers add another on the power play, working it around well. Steve Sabo with the puck. He goes over to Michael Cook. And then back to Sabo, into the corner to Tim Slakinski. The puck finally comes back to Sabo. He just lets her go. Lots of traffic in front. And the Terriers take a 3-1 lead. With the Terriers up 4-1, Notre Dame getting caught deep in their own end. The 3-on-1. Wager with the puck. He just slides it over to Jeremy Matthews, and he slides it into the open net. The Terriers out in front 5-1. The Hounds do get a little bit closer on the power play. It's Matt Cooney again doing the work, sliding it just past Dutil in the crease, his 2nd of the game. And the Terrier lead is cut to 5-2. Some good hits in this game. Timmy Lofsgaard meet Steve Sabo. Hit hard on the play, and the Hounds would get hit hard in this game, losing to the Terriers 6-2. So the Terriers get back on the winning track tonight, ending a 3-game losing streak. After a trip south this weekend to Minot and Weyburn, they'll be back at home next Tuesday when they host the Estevan Bruins. For Terriers tonight from the Parkland Agriplex, I'm Craig Adam. The Bruins 8-3, highlighted by a 4-goal performance by Blair Wager. Wager with his first, and Tim Slakinski and the Terriers led 2-0. They add to it on the power play. Jeremy Matthews with the pucks over to Stacy Prevost. He goes cross ice to Warren Norris, and the Terriers are out in front 3-0. The Terriers go up in front 4-0. 20 seconds left in the first on the power play. Michael Cook with the puck in the corner. Steve Sabo will take the shot from the point. A lot of traffic in front. Blair Wager collecting his 2nd of the game, 12th of the year. 4-0 Terriers heading into the 2nd period. Blair Wager completes the hat trick in the 2nd period, picking the loose puck up behind the net, walking out in front, going short side on Blair Allison. his third of the game, a shorthanded marker, and the Terriers out a commanding 5-0 lead. But while the Terriers were shorthanded, the Bruins get on the board on the power play. Peter Lowe gets the rebound, and the Bruins are finally on the board, trailing the Terriers 5-1. The Bruins trailed 5-2 and get within 2 goals. Darren McLean behind the net, and Christian Dutil kind of misplays it as McLean just fires it out in front. 32 seconds left in the second period, and the Terriers' 5-goal lead is now trimmed to 2, heading into the third period. But in the third, the Terriers take the 3-goal lead again. What a game for Blair Wagger tonight, taking advantage of the defense miscue by the Estevan Bruins. A shorthanded goal, his 4th of the game, 14th goal of the year, and the Terriers led 6-3 and went on to beat the Estevan Bruins 8-3. No love lost on this night between the two clubs. The Estevan Bruins frustrated as they couldn't get anything going all night. But Simon Olivier gets something going with the Terriers. Tim Slakinski exchanging a few blows. We call this one a draw as they fall to the ice. And the Estevan Bruins fall to the Yorkton Terriers, losing by 5 goals. Joining us on Terriers tonight, Blair Wagger, 4 goals tonight, 2 of them shorthanded. Blair, is just a matter of the puck bouncing the right way tonight?
Yeah, and a lot of help from my teammates. You know, it's always like that. You know, you never get 4 goals by yourself. It's a lot of times just finishing plays that the guys did a lot of hard work for. You know.
Started to get rough at the end. Is that just frustration on the Bruins' part?
Yeah, I think it is. It seems to happen like that all the time. And Weyburn, it happened to us too. And luckily, we're a pretty disciplined team. Drew keeps us under control, and I think we show a lot of class after, you know, when it's a game like that.
Joining me now is Gerald Tiller, a league leading scorer from the Estevan Bruins. But Gerald, you're not in the lineup tonight and probably won't be until Christmas. Can you explain a little bit what happened?
About a week and a half ago, I guess, I played against Notre Dame, and some injury happened, I guess. About 5 minutes through the game, I guess, I had somebody stuck his knee anyways, but I'm out for about 3 to 6 weeks with a torn ligament in my right knee right now, and could be out until maybe after Christmas. I'll be coming back to play again.
How frustrating is that, not being able to go out and help contribute with the team?
It's a little bit frustrating right now, but right now our team's doing pretty good without me anyways, especially when up north. We won 2 games out of 3, and we improved a lot, mostly defensively. So on the power play is a little bit weak right now, so maybe that's why a little bit of my absence might hurt right there.
Again, the Terriers beat the Bruins tonight 8-3, climbing to 3 games above 500. Next home action for the Terriers will be this Saturday when they host Storm and Norman Johnston and the Flin Flon Bombers. For Terriers Tonight from the Parkland Agriplex, I'm Craig Adams.
Way through. In fact, they jumped out to an early 3-0 lead before the game was even 5 minutes old. The Terriers did come back to make it close with 2 goals in the third, but the Bombers hold on for a 6-5 victory. The Bombers get out of the blocks early in this one, just 35 seconds gone, when Rob Beck slaps in his 16th goal this season. 2 minutes later, and they strike once again. Yorkton goalie Christian Dutil a little confused, and that makes it easy for Wally Spence. And shortly after that, the Bombers make it 3-0, first of 2 by Darren Johnson. Warren Norris tips in a shot by Tony Toth to finally get the Terriers on board at the 9:05 mark. The Bombers get it back, though, exactly 3 minutes later. Johnson with his second through a couple of legs. Flin Flon led 4-1. Blair Wagger would make it 4-2 later in the period. Unusual goal as he goes over Bomber goalie Danny Dennis, finds the puck exactly where he wants it. And one more goal in the first 20 minutes. Steve Sabo's shot going in off a Bomber stick in the final minute to make it 4-3. Just 2 goals in the second, both of them by the Bombers. Chris Hatch allowed to walk right in off the left wing, and he gets one of those 2. Nolan Weir gets the other, and it was 6-3. The Terriers needing offense in the third, and Tim Slakinski would do his part. He gets the Terriers to within 2 early in the final frame. And then at the midway point, it's Danny Gallarno with somewhat of a gift when Dennis can't handle the easy shot from the point. The Terriers can't get the one more goal they need, though. The Bombers end a 4-game road trip with a 6-5 victory.
We came out a little flat tonight. We picked it up near the end. But right now, we're just not playing 60 minutes of hockey.
You mentioned you came out flat tonight. You were down 3-0 before the game was even 5 minutes old. What was the problem in the early going?
It may be, you know, a little bit of an emotional letdown after that loss last night. That was a pretty emotional game in Melville, and that could have been part of it.
we just weren't ready to play, and you know, you can't come down from a 3-goal deficit and expect to win hockey games.
The Bombers are not a team that plays very well on the road. I believe this is only their 3rd road victory this season. Did you give them full credit tonight, or was it also a case of your team making a lot of mistakes?
No, we made some mistakes. We gave them a few goals early, and it gave them some momentum. And anytime you can give a team momentum on the road, they're just going to build off that. And, you know, we missed a couple of chances. Slukinski missed an unbelievable chance to make it 4-4. They come down, make it 5-3. Prevost misses a breakaway in the 2nd period. And right now, we just got to work harder so we can get the breaks.
Let's talk about the next game coming up. You'll be home here to the Melville Millionaires Tuesday. You just played them the other night as well. What kind of game can we expect when you hook up with them here at the Agriplex?
Well, it's going to be nothing fancy. I mean, Brad has his team playing pretty well, and it's nothing fancy. They do a lot of dump and chase, and don't look for, you know, a finesse game from them. We're going to come out, and we're going to skate, and we're going to play our regular game and see what happens.
Once again, tonight's final, the Flin Flon Bombers 6, the Yorkton Terriers 5. As we mentioned just a moment ago, the Terriers back in action this Tuesday against the Melville Millionaires. For the Terriers tonight, from the Parkland Agriplex, I'm Jay Boyd. The Terriers playing probably their best game this season and beating the league-leading Melville Millionaires 6-1. Good crowd out to watch this one. The Millionaires, always a good draw in Yorkton, but a lot of fans also came out to see Crazy George, the world's wackiest cheerleader. As for the game, just 1 goal in the first period, and it came on the power play. Danny Gallarno getting a backhander by Clint Hogue. Early 2nd period now, and 2 quick ones will up the lead to 3-0. Tim Slukinski, the first Terrier to hit the 20-goal plateau this season, when he scores at the 104 mark. And then just 16 seconds later, it was Jamie Dunn. The Millionaires get their only goal midway through the 2nd. Good hustle by Wade Welty to jump on a loose puck and beat Christian Dutil. The rest of the game was all Yorkton, though. Blair Weiger scored just 25 seconds after Welty, and before the period ended, it was Slukinski with his 2nd. And what would a Yorkton-Melville game be without a few scraps? Here's Clint Jones and Ted Grayling, and in the 3rd, Dunn and Brad Prefontaine. Prefontaine, one of the league's heavyweights, and he gets the unanimous decision. The Terriers land the knockout blow, though, as they beat the Millionaires 6-1. Joining us now on the Terriers tonight, a special guest this evening, Crazy George, the world's #1 cheerleader. And George?
You said my name. I loved it. I had the greatest time. Now, we played great.
You loved the hockey game, I take it.
Oh, the hockey game was great. The other team cheated a lot, but we still won. Ah!
What about the refereeing?
Oh, we always hate referees, no matter how good they are. You never admit a referee's good.
What about the crowd here in Yorkton tonight? You had them pretty pumped up.
Oh, it was great. Every time I hit my drum like that, they screamed, they yelled, they cheered, they did everything I wanted. Yorkton, you're great.
Once again, tonight's final, the Yorkton Terriers 6, the Melville Millionaires 1. The Terriers next in action this coming Sunday when they will host the North Battleford North Stars. For the Terriers tonight from the Parkland Agriplex, I'm Jay Boyd.